Why do you think that when you see the battery of your phone drop to 2%, you immediately stop everything that you're doing and you go charge your phone? You would never open extra 4 new heavy applications on a dying phone because you know that the screen would go black. Yet, when your own mental energy drops to 2%, you do the opposite. You feel your energy dropping and your patience wearing thin, but instead of pausing to recharge, you force yourself to take on more work. You push through the exhaustion just to finish the day. Think about what's happening here. If your phone dies, you can always bring it back by recharging the battery. Even if your phone breaks, you can always buy a new one. But your brain is different. You only have one brain. And if you break it, you cannot replace it. Your brain controls your career, it controls your relationships, it controls your entire life. Yet you're treating your phone with more respect than your own mind. Do not wait until you're completely exhausted to rest. Catch your tiredness early so you can avoid a total crash. Maybe you already manage your stress perfectly, so if that's the case, this conversation is not for you. But maybe you can share it with a friend of yours who might need it. But if you are tired, you need to build a system to protect your energy before you have a crisis. You must check the battery of your phone multiple times a day, right? And you do that without even thinking. So, you need to build the same habit, but for your own personal energy. Start asking an honest question. What is my battery percentage right now? From a scale from 0 to 100. What are you right now? If you're between 75 and 100, well, you're functioning normally. If you're between 50 and 75, you are okay, but you need to watch how fast your energy is dropping. If you drop below 50%, you need to switch to easier tasks. And if you drop below 25%, you must stop important work entirely. And why is that? Because 25% is the danger zone. Stop forcing yourself to work when you're tired. You cannot make good decisions when your brain is in survival mode. When you drop into that danger zone, pushing through exhaustion, that is a mistake. It does not work. So please stop believing that being tired is just, a generic condition. No. We're going to see it's actually multiple different types of exhaustion. And when your phone battery drops, it enters the low power mode, like survival mode. When your brain drops into the danger zone, it does something worse. It changes how you operate. It triggers your sympathetic nervous system. This is your fight or flight alert mode. This is when you're in this type of state, you cannot think clearly. You become reactive. Then you snap at your family, you make lazy choices at work. You're no longer managing your life, you're just surviving. So, to stop the cycle, we have to stop doing damage control. So, what is this, Arata? Damage control, what do you mean? Damage control is waiting until you crash to finally rest and then have to clean up the mess you made. It is apologizing for snapping at your family. It is trying to fix the lazy choices that you made at work. So we have to stop doing this. The cost is simply too high. You cannot build a good life if you're constantly repairing the damage of exhaustion. Instead of that, we must start practicing energy management. Energy management is pausing before damage happens. And here's how you can do it. Unfinished tasks, they drain your mental, your physical energy. You have to make a decision about your daily worries before your mind can rest. Before you can recharge your energy, you have to stop losing energy. Think about that. Where can you discover? Where are you losing energy? Think of the daily stressors as a heavy app running on the background of your mind. It could be an unfinished task. It could be a difficult coworker. It could be a decision you are avoiding. These open loops, they never stop processing. The unresolved tasks, they keep your nervous system agitated. There are two psychologists, Roy Baumeister and Kathleen Voss. They proved this exact idea, this exact concept. They discovered that making decisions is incredibly tiring. Decision making actually consumes physical energy. Think about that. These scientists, they ran experiments where the participants had to make repeated choices. Do you do this or do you do that? This or that, right? So making choices. And right after making these choices, these exact people, they performed worse on tests of physical stamina. So in other words, people had wasted their mental energy, people had worries, they actually became physically weaker. Thinking too much drains your physical body. So you have to turn your stress into a simple troubleshooting process. Look at each open app you have in your mind. Meaning, what are your worries? What are the decisions you have to make? What are the promises you made? And you have to decide what to do with each of these right now. You can delete it, you can delegate it, you can schedule it, or you can finish. But you must close those apps. You cannot recharge until you stop that leak. You cannot fix mental burnout only with physical sleep. You must identify how you got tired before you decide how you're going to rest. How can you know that? What can you do when your battery is low? Maybe just taking a few minutes of relaxation will help you. Not really. Because what you do during your period of relaxation, it matters a lot. There are different ways how you can get tired. There are different ways that you must recover your energy. If you plug the wrong cable into your phone, what's going to happen? It does not charge, right? It doesn't even fit. The same thing is true for your brain. The modern brain suffers from directed attention fatigue. That specific fatigue happens when you spend all day long forcing yourself to focus on the computer screen, on your phone. So lying on the couch and scrolling through social media is not going to fix that type of exhaustion. Playing video games will not rest you. Watching memes, funny videos, that's not going to restore your mental health. Scrolling just drains your attention, but in a different app. So to actually recover, you need to watch how you are resting and how you are tired. If you have social fatigue from talking to people all day long, having many meetings, then you need to be alone. But if you have isolation fatigue from working home, alone, all day long, silence is not really going to heal you. You need to call your friends, you have to go and talk to them and laugh together, you see? What about your body? If you are physically exhausted from some hard labor, then yes, you need a couch, you need a long sleep. But if you have a sedentary fatigue from sitting in front of the computer all day long, going to your couch might make you feel worse. So you need to go outside, you need to move your body, you have to sweat. And what about your mind? If your brain is overloaded with data, you need more silence. But if your emotions are heavy, silence might just make you overthink. So you might need a journal or have a honest conversation with somebody you trust. Do you see the difference? You must first identify exactly how you got tired, and only then you can plug the correct charger. If you want to stop living in a constant survival mode, and if you want to manage your focus in an intentional way, you can go to the link arato.se/focus, and we're going to start your training today. Half presence keeps your body in a stressed state. You must give your full attention to one simple thing to truly recover. If you leave your rest to chance, to happen whenever it's supposed to happen, it's never going to happen. True recovery is not an accident. It is something you have to do on purpose. Your body has a built-in switch that turns off when your stress is there. It starts repairing your energy. But this switch does not flip automatically just because you're sitting on the couch. You have to manually flip it. And the only way to do that is through full presence. Now, I'm going to bring you two other psychologists. It's Stephen and Rachel Kaplan. And they proved the power of presence in a very famous experiment. These scientists, they made the participants get super tired doing all types of tasks. And then they tried to see how they would recover. And they found that people only got their focus back in environments of soft fascination. For example, taking a walk in nature. In those environments, people could be fully present without having to try hard to pay attention. But the people who tried to rest in noisy environments, distracting cities, they did not recover at all. In other words, if you try to rest looking at a busy phone screen, playing games, video games, sitting in a chaotic room, your brain's still working. You're not resting. You're just draining a different battery. True rest only happens when your brain stops processing garbage and starts to look at something simple. Try to apply that idea to everything, to your relationships, but be present. Because fake presence drains you. When you talk to your family, to your team, close your other mental tabs. Put your phone away. Stop thinking about work while you're just pretending to listen. Half presence keeps your body in an alert state. It drains your battery. So either you are fully present or you reschedule that talk. Real presence recharges everybody. Please start treating your mental energy like you take care of the phone's battery. Monitor your internal percentage. You can use a simple scale from 0 to 100, just like your phone. Stop making important decisions when you drop below 25%. Look at your daily stressors as background apps. Troubleshoot them one by one. And remember that scrolling your phone does not fix mental fatigue. Match the right charger to the specific drain. And finally, use the full presence so you can truly recover. Close your mental tabs and give people your full attention. That's the best way to recharge your nervous system. So if you want to know more, if you want to master the systems to keep your energy, keep your focus at the best possible level, you can visit the link karata.se/focus and begin your transformation today.